Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to go over some Q&A questions from you all who have left questions underneath the comment section of my video, and I probably at least 25-30 questions. They are from all over the place. I try to separate the questions, but we're going to start with the UK and then we're going to move into the United States of America after that, because I already wrote the UK down first, so we're going to get into those. I'll be using Hush Tarot for the UK. I was drawn to this deck, a beautiful deck by Jeremy Hush. And I will be using this, and I'm going to shuffle, and then we're going to go ahead and answer some questions from you guys. Remember, what I speak on is not factual. It is for entertainment purposes only. So please bear with me as I shuffle cards and we get into questions. Oh, when it comes to Elon Musk and X and Keir Starmer wanting to shut that shit down, pardon my French, I'm sorry. Well, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, because that's what dictators do. They don't want people to have freedom of speech, and so they shut things down, especially platforms. And we saw that when 46 was in power. We did. Some people say it's happening now. I don't know. I'm not seeing it, but it could be here in the United States as well. But I know when 46 was in power, right around election time especially, everything was getting shut down. Even X was threatened. TikTok, okay, all kinds of things. Anyways, so what I want to say is what I'm getting when I channel that. I don't think he's going to be able to shut down X. Okay, we can pull a card on it, but when I channel it and I go with my own intuition with these things, I feel like there could be a temporary disruption of X. He may try to have X shut down, but it's only going to be a temporary thing, and he's going to work with X. He's going to have to work with them. And so you're going to have 90% of what you have now with X, but I do see 10% when it comes to the parliament and politics over there. Keir Starmer is not going to allow everything to be said. So there could be a disruption there. Okay. He's not going to be able to shut it down. We have the Six of Swords. I hope you guys can see that okay. So it's going to be a little bumpy, but at the end of the day, Elon Musk ain't going nowhere. So there you have it. You're not going to lose X. But I do see him making some changes to it, though. Minor changes. And there could be a disruption where it's down for a couple of days as well. Okay? And between now and the next couple of weeks, there's going to be a big game talked about. Oh, I'm taking it down. You know, it's not good for the young youth. No, it's not about that. He doesn't care about the young youth. Come on now. He cares about what you say about him and his peoples. That's all he's worried about, because he wants to stay in power. Okay, that's enough, Dark Rose. You've said enough. Okay, I did. All right, the next question I have for Keir Starmer. Will this man, Mr. Starmer, send troops to Greenland? Because now he's threatening that. I was like, what? I actually heard it for myself in the news clipping. And I said, are you serious? Is this dude really, really doing that? Yes, what they say. Oops, that's what I'm hearing. That he's wanting to do that. So we'll have to find out. Okay. We have the Two of Swords. Man, I can't even see these. Two of Swords. Ooh. How interesting. What is he going to do? Send troops over there to Greenland? Is he going to defy Trump? I doubt it. Keir Starmer, he'll discuss it. He'll try to make an alignment to make it happen, but he's not going to send British troops over to Greenland. He's not going to defy Trump. He's a little bit scared of Trump. The answer is no. Okay. Number 2. Is Starmer being truthful with the British public right now? Oh my God. 7 of Swords. No, he's not being truthful to the people. He's being deviant. I'm sorry. He's being defiant. Don't use the word deviant, Dark Rose. I just did. No, Kiera's not being totally transparent. This man is holding info, just like the bird is holding the bird nest, with all the keys in it, hoping one doesn't fall. Because if one key falls, everyone starts to panic. So he's withholding information so you guys won't panic. Take it the way you will. That's what I'm getting there. All right. Number 3. Is the UK economy being protected or sacrificed? I'm not sure who asked me that question, but that's a good one to some degree. Is the UK economy being protected or sacrificed? Okay. I already shuffled you guys, so I'll need to do that. We have the 8 of Swords. Wow, we have a lot of swords coming out here. Emotions. 8 of Swords. Not a good card for that question, guys. I'm being honest. So there is constraint. There is pressure. And there's actions being taken, but they're not genuine, if you want me to be honest. They're not being genuine. Because there's limited options. You know, she's tied up. She can't go anywhere. She can only turn her head a little bit. Everything is limited. And the UK is not strengthening as it should. If it had a good ruler, a good leader, it'd be strengthening a little bit. And if not, at least if the person could try to make things better for the homeless troops, or I should say veterans, for the homeless people who can't get housing, and much more. So the economy over there is not being protected, is being drained like a swamp. It's being drained. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to keep it real. Oh, what's the next question here? Okay, guys. Sorry, I'm dealing with TMJ and I have an appointment tomorrow, so please pray for me. Sometimes my jaw will lock up in the middle of videos and I have to pause. What does the UK public need to know right now? That your leader is a crazed. Okay. All right. What does the UK public need to know right now? I'm being told to pull 2. We have the High Priestess and Upright. We have 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. These 2 cards came out. I feel like some important information is being held while certain leaders, and I'm not just seeing Kier, I'm seeing other leaders here doing the same thing. But we're speaking on the UK. There's certain information that's being withheld while Keir Starmer is juggling resources. He's juggling. That's what the 2 of Pentacles is about. Trying to juggle everything. So when you have the High Priestess with the 2 of Pentacles, the High Priestess is telling you there are unseen things taking place right now. The 2 of Pentacles is because those unseen things are seeking balance. But the person who's trying to balance them, no such luck doing it. Because there's nothing to balance. There's no resources. They're being drained. So that complies with the question prior to this one. With that 8 of Swords. Not everything has to be negative, but like I've said before, I try to speak the best of my ability and be honest with you guys. Keep in mind this video is for entertainment purposes only. What I speak on is not factual. Carry on. Okay, so the next question I have, will there be sudden change in UK leadership? I wanted to skip over that so bad. I was like, no, I can't. Because so many people have asked me, even after I said he'd be out by the end of the year, and I still feel that way. Why is he still there? The witches, the Macbeth witches, I don't know, the Fabian boys. I don't know, somebody dark is keeping him in there. Maybe someone tied into the royals. Who knows? But he is there to shake shit up, just like Trump is here to shake shit up here. But they are 2 different people to some degree. True story. But that's why Keir Starmer is there. He is there to break your foundation. And it's in ways you don't want to see. But that's what he's there for. Whew. We have the Death card. Wow. It's kind of pretty, though. There is a transformation that's coming that cannot be reversed. Maybe not immediately, but at some point. And this is when the chapter closes, is what I'm getting. Another thing I want to say when I look at this card and the energies around it. I am seeing an extremist who is fixated on Keir Starmer and not in a good way. Fixated on this man. And if Keir Starmer's not careful, this person may just try to grab, well, at the right opportunity, right? It would be an attempt to take him out. Now, listen, I don't wish death on this man. Okay, I don't wish death on anyone. It's not good to be that way. I don't. I'm just telling you, I feel like there's an extremist that is watching him and does not approve of him and is going to flip his shit at some point if Keir is not careful. I do not see this being successful. I do see it being more kept and contained. But there is someone watching him and they're fixated on him and they just can't stand the things he's doing. But they're taking the wrong approach, okay? They're taking the wrong approach. You don't want someone to lose their lives. I'm sorry. It's sometimes we wish things on people, but at the end of the day, you don't want them to die. You don't wish that, okay? So that's what I'm seeing there. Now we're moving into the United States. So we're going to switch decks. I'm going to pause this. All right, guys. I'm going to use Crystal Visions Tarot. I'm going to use this one right here. Crystal Visions Tarot. Jennifer Galasso. Crystal Visions Tarot. I don't know why I was drawn to this deck, so we'll use it for the United States. And I'm thinking there's more questions, but we're going to get through the U.S. first, okay? So here we go. I'm going to shuffle them and pull from the top of the deck. Whoops, this card came out. Knight of Cups in reverse. All right, I'll keep that aside there. Might mean something. Okay, USA. What is the United States government not telling or being honest about right now? I could think of several things, but we'll see. What is the U.S. government not being honest about right now? Seven of Cups. Ooh, can you guys see that? It's a pretty card, didn't it? Seven of Cups, guys. It's all about choices, isn't it? Too many choices, too many narratives being thrown out there is what I'm getting. Too many narratives being thrown out there. They're being thrown out there on purpose, deliberately, to confuse the American people. Making it hard to see what truly matters. Making it hard to see what truly matters. Interesting. Just looking at the dragon. Looking at the rainbow, 7 colors to choose from. They're all being thrown out there at once. It's a distraction. There are important topics, things that we need to know about that are being blurred out on purpose. So they throw out other options to confuse us. Yeah, go figure. With the Knight of Cups in reverse. Go figure. It's all about an illusion, but that's not going to work. See, we're waking up from all that, and people are starting to see that. So like, come on. Where the fuck are the Epstein files? Bring them out, bro. Bring them out. I'm just saying. Like, we know better. You can't fool us no more. Doesn't matter who's in power. Can't fool us no more. Okay, next question. Is the United States heading toward stability or another major shakeup? Oh, God, I hope not. Good question, though. Well, it's an upright. So we have the Wheel of Fortune coming in. The Wheel of Fortune. So let me see what I can get off of this card here. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune move forward, and that's telling me that certain events on the current timeline are moving forward, and they cannot be changed or stopped, is what I'm seeing there. Change that cannot be stopped. So there's going to be a shakeup first, and then we will go into a new direction. I told you that's what Trump was here for. It's just for that reason right there. And most likely Keir Starmer as well. And the outcome of this change, is how one themselves perceive it. So it's how people handle this. You can't say not if it happens, because it's going to happen. Now it's up to you to deal with it. And some people are not going to be able to deal with it. And that makes things very dangerous. Right? Makes things dangerous. Okay. All right, so we read number 2. Okay, number 3. Who truly holds power in the USA at this moment in time? The people or hidden interests? That's a good question. The people. I feel like I need to pull 2 on this one. Well, the devil card. The devil. And let me put these down. We have the King of Pentacles. Devil and the King of Pentacles here. Wow. Let me see what I can get off of these. The power is currently being held by financial interest. With that King of Pentacles. Financial. Hidden. I'm hearing hidden financial interest. Hidden. It's not being shown. And although the public has some influence, right? We have a little bit of influence. Not much. We don't have any control right now about it. Or any say-so. This current power structure that's in place right now here in the United States, it relies on the people here in the United States to stay distracted and confused. Or financially constrained. Either way. That's what this means. Yeah, I know. Like I said, the U.S. still has cracks, and we're not up to par either. And we're not going to be for another couple of years. Sad but true. All right. Next question. What truth about the Epstein files, oh great, is being hidden? What truth about the Epstein files is being hidden? Wow, with 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles there. Well, somebody's not letting go of them files. Right? Somebody is not letting go of that pentacle. Is that the Epstein files? Sure is. She is deliberately holding that pentacle. Why? Well, probably because to protect certain people's power, certain people's finances, absolutely, or financial interest. Then I had someone ask me about Obama, Trump, and Clinton. No, I do not think that Obama was involved in the Epstein files. I think he is guilty by association, and that's it. Clinton, 100%. Trump, by association as well. But may have actually seen things. Where Obama, I don't think he was even there. But he does have same friends, things like that. So, that's what I have to say about that. Okay, so now we're going to switch decks. So, I chose Crow Tarot for the next set of questions. Created by MJ Collinane. Beautiful deck, one of my favorites. Okay, these are miscellaneous questions, and I think I have one for France. I'm going to read off to you guys, and then a couple more, then we'll be finished. Oh, I hate leg cramps so bad. Okay. All right, am I supposed to read this question off? Ow, that hurts so bad. All right, France. Is France leading or following in Europe right now? Is France leading or following? I'm not sure who asked that question, but it's a good one. Is France leading or following Europe right now? Okay, so let's see what we get. With 3 of Pentacles. I have 2 berries. I only have 1. That is Macron up there at the top. He's leading Europe to some degree. Not fully, because he has Medusa and a few other ones ahead of him in Brussels. But yes, he's trying. And so that he's trying. He's ahead of some countries, yes. Yeah, he runs some things over there. I'm getting something with NATO. I spoke on that. He's connected with NATO. He wants to be part of that so bad, that part of the world. He wants to be able to conduct and have say-so with NATO. So even when he is done in power, he ain't going nowhere. I think he will work with the military. Macron, the leader of France. I do. So my answer is yes, France is leading through collaboration as he's setting the pace and convincing his allies. I can do the job. And he's also shaping outcomes for certain platforms as well. He's organizing more than dominating. So he's not stepping over other people. It's interesting. He's doing it in a slick way, in a slick manner. Like he comes through as like, I know what I'm talking about, but he's not being domineering about it. He's taking a different approach on it. How interesting, Macron. I always knew you were a snake in the grass, but that just confirms it. We know that. The one thing I will say about this man is he's not a dummy. Macron is not dumb. He's slick. He knows how to play the game. Oh, I pulled a card, didn't even read the question. Sorry. Is Starmer trying to prevent something or allow it? Oh, I wish I hadn't pulled the top of that card. I wish I had not have pulled that card. Is Starmer trying to prevent something or allow it? I get war when I think of war when I pull this one. And I'm going to tell you guys, before I go into detail, I did channel Europe as a whole. And there is some things we need to talk about in the next 5 to 6 year arc that we're in right now. Actually, 4 to 5 year arc that we're in. Pertaining to not necessarily war, boots on the ground, but a economical war, a cyber war. We need to talk about that. And I think I want to go through these questions before I share that channel auto write with you guys. I'm not fear baiting. I'm just going to let you know. So we'll do that in a separate video. Okay, Two of Swords. Let's get into it. No sugarcoating. Decisions are being postponed to not start a escalation or to avoid escalation. I didn't say it's not going to happen. I said temporarily, basically. Right now, things and decisions are being postponed. Postponed means on hold. But at some point, you can't keep it on hold forever, can you? So I will give the man credit for that. But he's not going to get no credit from me. You're wanting to send troops to Greenland. You're wanting to send British troops into Ukraine. You're wanting to tax your people. Oh, I could say so much. And I did when 46 was in power here. I lost my channel. But I'm going to shut my mouth. Next question. What is Europe most unprepared for? Great question, Natalie. Great question. I do have her name down for this one. What is Europe most unprepared for? 10 of Wands, guys. So that's quite interesting. Don't drop those 10s. 10 is all about a completion. You know that, right? And tarot is all about a completion and ending. Europe as a whole is not prepared for these multiple angles of things that are about to take place. Europe is unprepared for how heavy its responsibilities become and have been for some time, but it's going to get worse before it gets better. Because everything is going to come crashing down at once. He's going to lay down those 10 of Wands at some point. Can't keep flying. It's a heavy burden. Look at that. He can barely hold on to the string. Eventually they're going to come down. But it's going to be all at once. It's going to be 10 different things at one time that Europe is dealing with. And they're going to want to pull their hair out. The leader's going to be like, oh my God. Alliances, security, economy, migration. Bird is going south. Migration is going to be a big problem in this 4 to 5 year arc for Europe as a whole. Migration is going to be a nightmare. And the pressure is going to be intense. And that includes the UK, parts of the UK, and parts of Europe. Some countries are going to be unrecognizable if you want me to be honest with you. And I think Germany is going to be spared. I do see Germany as being spared. Okay, let me move forward. Next question. Is war being avoided or delayed? There's a reason why I put this one down last, because it's going to intertwine with my audio write that I'm sharing in a separate video. Is war being avoided or delayed? Four of Swords. Did you guys just see that back there? As I literally paused my video, that's what this represents. Sorry, I'm sorry, it freaked me out a little bit. It's just the lights. I wasn't expecting that to show up there, but it's okay. So it's not a cancellation. It is a pause, just like the other card we pulled. We pulled the Two of Swords. Starmer is postponing. Nothing is set in stone and defined as it's not going to happen. Oh, it's possible. It's very, very possible that it's going to happen. But not necessarily a war like what people think. Not bombs, explosions, and things like that. This could be something more, as I said, cyber warfare type of thing. And we'll get into that in a separate video. But that is the questions, guys. Thank you all for being patient with me. Again, my jaw is giving me a hard time, so I'm having to stop and pause quite a bit. But that's okay. We got through this, and it was fun, and we'll do it again. If you guys are new to my channel, please hit the like button, share, subscribe, okay? I would love to see the channel grow. Hype the video. If you are a new and old subscriber, thank you. I appreciate you supporting me, and I love you guys, and thank you to my new members. And I'll see you all very, very soon.